Tell me about Art Love War. What's the concept and where does it come from?
Oh man, Art Love War. Honestly, bro, Art Love War. It really represents everything that dream chasers go through. You know, so when you think about art, love, war, like there's 3 words, but it's all separate. It's a separate story for all 3 of them. Cause you know you chasing after your art. You know you love your art, but it's a war. You know it's a war to get to where you trying to go.
Talk about
when
it.
you think about wifey, when you think about kids,
yes.
when you think about all these obstacles, and it's like these are priorities, these are things that's important, but you start to feel like it's getting in the way of trying to get to where you're trying to go. So it's like just having that love, like the love for the art is what keep you going, you know, and that's what I realized.
Absolutely.
Like once you stop loving something, it's over.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, you can pick a day. Got time for you. Always got time for you. Got time for you. Always got time for you.
Peace, family. What's good? What's going on? I hope y'all all had a great week. I am your host, Mac Melly. If you speak in negativity, it is nothing you can tell me.
That's a fact.
What it do, what the business is, word on the street, Mac known to handle his. Bitch, get your mind right. Let me talk to him.
Talk to him.
I'm here with a very, very special guest, man. Creative, innovative individual, extraordinary lyricist, dope designer. As you can see, I got some shit on today, you know what I'm saying?
Art Love War.
Shout out to my man Last Chance here.
Last Chance. I appreciate you for having me, bro. Appreciate you for having me pull up. Definitely can't wait to get into this convo. Happy New Year to your whole fan base.
That's a fact. Happy New Year.
Let's have a great year, man.
So what was early life like for you, like as a creative?
Man, my early life, man, I mean, just growing up in Brooklyn, it was a jungle, like, it's so different, not like when I think about the kids that's growing up now, and when we grew up, it's such a big difference, but, as a kid, just trying to find my way, trying to find who I am, trying to find, what circles I fit in, you got gang banging, you got drugs, you got just everything going on in the hood, so... as a kid, it's hard to stay focused. It's hard to stay on the right track when you got nothing but BS around you. So I was always one of those kids. I was never a follower. So as a kid, I always did what I wanted to do. Like I never did what other people wanted to do. So, I was always like that since a kid.
That's what's up. And that's important. Mm-hmm. I mean, it builds structure for yourself, leadership, and you know how to maneuver. Like, cause like one thing I always tell people when I lived in Texas, I would always tell them like being a native New Yorker, you just gotta know how to move, yo. You know what I mean? Cause out of towners, they just assume that everybody is like this, and I'm like, nah, you gotta move a certain type of way.
That's
like,
a fact.
Like even some of my Brooklyn homies, they be like, yo, no, this nigga live in the Bronx. I ain't coming in. I'm like, bro, we good.
Yeah.
You just gotta know. I'm like, that's all over New York. You really just gotta know how to move.
Gotta know how to move.
You feel me? Like if you walk through people's hoods, fake toughin', and you gonna get what you asking for. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. All of the flexing and all the extra stuff, you just drawing attention to yourself. Shit ain't necessary.
You know what I'm saying?
Super unnecessary. Show love.
A fact. That's it.
Positive energy, and you gonna get it back. Always.
Like what I learned to do over the years, like because I had almost had an incident when I was in Texas, like on Thanksgiving. Yeah. And I had on the Bubble Down Goose. Mm-hmm. And this dude grilling me, I'm not really knowing what he on. Cause if somebody grilling you from here, we like, nigga, what's up?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you good? What's up? He like, all right, you good? So my man's, rest in peace to my homeboy Ski, man. He's like, yo, nah, he like your jacket, bro. Mm-hmm. And I said,
but when we knew somebody looking at you like that, there's only one thing I'm thinking about, like.
And he was like, yo, language barriers, man. You gotta learn your language barriers out here. Like, yo, he just admired. He's never seen. You gotta think about it. He's never seen no shit like this before. I'm
That's
like,
a fact.
Cause I got the fur on my shit. You know what I mean? It's fire. I'm styling. I got the Timbs on. Like, I'm looking like, he got on a hoodie, some regular. You know how it is. I mean, niggas in Texas be styling now, but at that time, nobody was styling like how I'm coming through. So he was just admiring. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that I could claim two places because I always said like New York raised me, but Texas taught me how to be a man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really know how to be a man until I had left here, and I came back with some structure. You know what I mean? Some get right. I like to call it.
Same here. Well, like when I because like I said, I lived in Florida for years. I lived in Florida for I want to say like about 8 years, and I lived in Florida. My most important years. I moved to Florida when I was about 13, 14. I moved back to New York at like 21, 22. So, you know, those are the most important years.
That's a fact.
So,
That's
you know, Florida, like it like you said, it taught me a lot. It just showed me a different way of living. You know, in the South, people are more friendly. People are more talkative. So that's like a whole different world coming from New York. Like
Justin was it was a lot at first. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. But so what got you into when you started rapping? Like let's get into the music first. When how old was you when you started rapping?
It's crazy because I feel like I've been rapping forever. Like I mean, I started writing poetry. You know, so I started really just writing words. Like that was my introduction to music. I didn't know how to rhyme words. I wasn't good on the beat. So poetry, acapella, that was just my style, you know what I'm saying? So that was my introduction to making music. And then I had a friend who was rapping, and he just had more confidence than me. Like he was just one of those dudes that he walk in the room and people gravitate towards him.
Got you.
So that's where I got my confidence to rap from. That's where I got like my ability. I would go to his crib, we would smoke, you know, and we would just rap. Like just rap, you know. His moms would let us be in the crib, she'd let us rock out, and you know that was my introduction. Doing little ciphers in the bathroom, you know, in middle school, and then as I got older, my love for this shit just grew. You know,
you killed that cipher on your page, by the way, too. I think I told you that.
Appreciate you, bro.
Definitely bodied that.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my guy Steve. That's it was a One Train cipher.
Fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, tap into the internet is fiction. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I want to say for me, I started rapping at 12, and then I started singing first. I was a big.
Where you was singing?
I was a big Usher fan. Thought I was Usher type shit.
It's funny though, cause I wish I could sing.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could sing. I just feel like the lifespan of a singer. It's like I don't know. It's something about
timeless.
Yeah, it's just timeless. You know, I feel like you know.
I'm glad we here with that.
Yeah, I feel like a great singing voice is like you play Luther Vandross right now.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's everything. But yeah, go ahead.
But I wanted to say why you think rap don't get the same. Like we don't get labeled the same, like you know what I'm saying,
as R&B.
Yeah, like R&B is timeless, but like rap, it's like they put an age limit on us. Why you think that is?
I think rap, and it's funny because I seen a video the other day, and it really put a lot of shit in perspective. And he was a songwriter. He was talking about how melodies sometimes is more important than the lyrics, because sometimes when you go to other countries, they don't know English,
absolutely,
but they'll know a melody. They'll remember a melody.
You know who taught me how to write good hooks?
Who?
2 people, 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa.
Word. Yeah, 50.
Because I'm like, okay, my rapping at the time, I was okay. I admit that I was okay. But my homies always told me, yo, your hooks be crazy.
Yeah.
And
it's
I learned
good that you had that though.
Yeah.
Because niggas focus on the verse and then the hook be trash.
Hook be trash. So when I was listening to the 50 earlier on, I'm like, yo, 50 was a fucking beast on them hooks, and then the lyrics just kind of fell up under that. I mean, it kind of went with. So what I did, I built on that hook, and then I make the lyrics make sense with what I'm talking about in the hook. Because you know, as rappers, sometimes we could just babble on, and don't got shit to do with nothing. You know what I mean?
Just talking, just rapping.
But I'm like, okay, so I mastered that from 50. Then I seen Wiz. He started throwing them little melodic joints on Cushion Orange Juice and all that with Mesmerize and shit like that. And I was like, damn, this shit hard.
Yeah.
And just that blog era of rap that we had, the Drakes, the Coles, the Big Sean's.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that.
It was a special time. You know what I'm saying? A super special time. I think, and everybody could say they had their era, but I think we lived in a time where it's like, nigga, I seen Jordan, Braun, and Kobe in their prime going crazy.
Facts.
How many people can say that?
That's a fact.
Like half of y'all, respectfully, half of y'all young niggas, y'all ain't never even seen Jordan play.
Because when you think about it, if you 21, you was born in what, 2002, 2003?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No
So it's
shade.
like,
Shout out to my young niggas. Fuck with y'all.
yeah, shout out to y'all, but it's just like, it's so much history
Yeah.
that you miss. And then the thing about the young niggas is you gotta go back. Like, I just want to say that to my young niggas.
Yeah.
You gotta go back. Like, go music, fashion,
Yes.
sports, like, go back, because
Yeah.
it's gonna make you better at whatever you do. I don't care what you do.
I'm about to interview a young nigga next too.
Word,
Next
artist?
episode. Yeah. He sent me his music yesterday. He was interested in coming on the pod.
That's fire.
And I was like, yo, I got a lot to talk to him about because
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
For you. Does he do drill?
nah, he does.
That's beautiful.
It's like, if I had to put him in a category, it's like Little Tecca /
Okay.
Ken Carson-ish, that type of.
Okay.
I don't know what they call that. Destroy Lonely type shit.
I know exactly what vibe
In that pocket. I actually was managing the artist in that pocket, but he kind of upset me a little bit. But shout out to you, dog.
Alright.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's weird, like trying to play artist and manager at the same
I
time.
was gonna ask you that. Like, how
Yeah.
is that being an artist and going from artist to being a manager? Like, that's like how. I mean, you understand it because you
Yeah.
was an artist. You know.
You gotta put that person first, and
Yeah.
sometimes as an artist, when you really not fully done with your journey, you really shouldn't do that. So like I said, if you're
a
an
good
artist and you're not done, and you don't really have the time to be dedicated to that artist, them artists could get resentful. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
and
fact.
you don't really want that. So my best suggestion to any artist who's trying to manage other artists, don't do that
Yeah.
until you know you're done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because to
Makes
me, I try to do everything I could. I was just going through life, and little homie unfollowed me, and that shit kind of like, I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I shot your first video, did things for shorty. I just like, damn, that kind of could have had a conversation. I don't know what he was feeling, but shout out to you. Ain't no ain't no shade.
Never no bad blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good
For sure.
Now, what made you tap into the fashion?
Oh man, I mean, it's crazy because I kind of always been into fashion. Shout out to my boy Jiggy. When I used to live in Florida, so actually Florida really got me into fashion, because before, when I was living out here, when we was younger, it was just like, as long as you had some polo, like, you good. Like, it was certain things that as long as you had, you was good.
That's a fact.
Like, when we was younger, being different, that wasn't really a thing to dress different. So once I went to Florida and I got a taste of just a different style of dressing, it just kind of heightened my fashion. It made me be more interested in the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Seeing niggas wear boat shoes and, just seeing, in the South they dress different. Not not shitting on y'all, but just a whole different style. So once I got down there and I started hanging out with some of my friends, they really got me into fashion. They was skateboarding. Skateboarding, that's a whole different style.
I'm gonna keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
skateboarders have arguably the best fashion sense.
Talk about it.
Out of everybody.
Talk about it. When I think of a nigga
like Pharrell, my bad.
Yeah.
Phenomenal dresser.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I be wishing I was into skateboard.
They get dirty.
They get fly. They get
you
dirty,
know what I'm saying? Like, skateboard swag is different.
It's fire, and it's fire. I think the streetwear kind of really branches from that.
Oh yeah, for sure. When you think about Supreme and all that come from skateboarding. But yeah, like, my introduction to fashion was really the people that was around me, just seeing how different they was, and it just made me interested in it. And then I was already doing music. Music and fashion go hand in hand.
That's a fact.
It just became a lifestyle after a certain amount of time.
So tell me about Art Love War. What's the concept and where does it come from?
Oh man, Art Love War. Honestly, bro, Art Love War, it really represents everything that dream chasers go through. So when you think about art, love, war, like, it's 3 words, but it's all separate. It's a separate story for all 3 of them. Because you chasing after your art. You love your art, but it's a war. It's a war to get to where you trying to go.
Talk about
when
it.
you think about wifey, when you think about kids,
yes,
when you think about all these obstacles, and it's like, these are priorities, these are things that's important, but you start to feel like it's getting in the way of trying to get to where you're trying to go. So it's like, just having that love, like the love for the art is what keep you going, and that's what I realized.
Absolutely.
Like, once you stop loving something, it's over. you're not gonna want to do it no more. You just,
yeah.
You're just not gonna want to do it no more. So you know, the brand, it just represents everything that you go through as a creative and just continuing to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So
make a lot of sense. I like that. The beanie's fire, by the way. This
Appreciate
shit, I'm gonna
it,
wear this all damn year long.
Appreciate it,
and
bro.
anytime somebody be like, "Where you get this from?" I'm gonna send them straight to that site. And I
Appreciate it, bro. But with you though, like, what made you want to start doing clothes? Because I know you come from the world of music, just like me.
So I'm really big on underground fashion,
Same.
and I don't really like. I like designer, but
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like.
Yeah.
Give me some plain jeans with nothing on it. I don't want no label on it.
Yeah, you don't like the extra.
Yeah, give me a plain black. So it's like, with that being said, I was a heavy Stussy head. Like early, I was really into Rocksmith, and I used to get all these just different brands.
Yeah, that's throwback.
What the fuck is the website?
Karmaloot? You talking about?
Karmaloot, yeah. For days, I was kind of trying to remember what I was shopping on the show all the time, and I could not think about the shit.
I'm like, yeah,
I was a Karmaloot fiend, dog.
You used to get everything on there.
Yes.
BBC, everything.
Getting fly. You feel me? And it's like, I knew if I got some shit of Karmaloot, chances are you're not gonna have it because y'all niggas is rocking rugby and polo and this and it's not wrong. Yo, it's not wrong.
Niggas wasn't on that streetwear shit.
Niggas wasn't on streetwear shit.
Niggas wasn't on that.
And then ASAP Rocky dropped, and then I got.
Yo, let's talk about that, because that's a convo. Yeah, that's a convo I be having with people. Like, I don't think people really realize what Rocky.
To me personally, that's the God.
Same here. I don't think people realize
like
what
just
they
the
did.
whole ASAP crew. Like they like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real.
What they did for New York.
What
like,
they did, yo.
Just,
you cannot tell me y'all was coming. Like, I seen them change fashion.
Yeah, I seen
when they dropped. Like,
I seen niggas on the block.
Everybody wearing Rick now. You niggas ain't know about no Rick.
Never.
Ain't none of us know about no Rick, nigga.
Facts.
Jeremy got the Jeremy Scott with the come. This nigga was crazy.
Like the you know what video that just lives in my head? The Peso video.
Yes.
Like what they was wearing in that video. They was so ahead of their time.
OD ahead of their time.
Like,
and I'm just like, yo, that's a Libra nigga for you. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then when because I'm a Libra, so when I learned that him and Ferg was Libra, I said it make a lot of sense. Like, we always
that's a fact
thinking outside of the fucking. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
I fuck with my Cancer nigga. Yeah, my partner Najee's a Cancer. Yeah. We always thinking outside the box. Like, if it ain't to perfection, we don't want to touch that shit.
That's a
like,
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not fucking with it. Like,
that's a fact.
So yeah, just an honorable mention, Rocky. Once I started kind of getting a whiff of that, you know, I started tapping into like some more high end brands and shit like that.
What's some of your other like fashion influences or people that you just look to like
for fashion?
Yeah, for fashion.
I'ma go. So we said Rocky, Pharrell for sure.
Oh yeah, it's the GOAT.
Let me see, Rocky, Pharrell. If I wanna go New York, I'ma say A Boogie. I don't think he get enough credit either.
For sure.
I think he changed the way because everybody was coming. I think I literally watch anything A Boogie put on. Yeah. The whole New York star wearing.
Yeah. I feel like he kind of put on the Mary as far as rappers. For sure.
Like I seen it with Celine. A Boogie started wearing Celine hoodie everywhere. A Boogie started wearing mad Chrome Hearts. Like I'm talking about Chrome Heart down to everything. Yeah. Look at everybody now. Everybody Chrome down to the. Facts. And I be watching Boogie and I'm like, damn, that's because somebody I look at it and I'm like, yo, I literally watch him do some shit and just start seeing every rapper follow suit.
Facts.
So you can't not put him there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we got Rocky, Pharrell, Boogie. I'm gonna say early Ye.
Oh yeah,
early Ye.
Yeah, cause the Ye now, you barefoot everywhere. Yeah. Shout out the Ye, but
I don't know what's going on. I'm not a person to judge. I don't know. You might know some shit we just ain't up on yet. You know what I mean? But,
I definitely believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I ain't gonna call him man crazy.
Yeah.
But whatever you on, my brother, shout out to you.
Let me ask you though. So how do you feel about, since we on fashion? How do you feel about where fashion is right now? When you see the dudes painting the nails and like, I feel like now it's everywhere. It's like niggas just doing what they want.
I was against the whole nail painting, right? I think if you're doing solid colors, it looks more weird to me. But if you get like a
designs,
like a crazy design, I kind of see the artistic view of it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it at first. To each his own. though. I don't want to shit on because I don't want to shit on something that just because I don't understand it.
Yeah, because fashion is fashion. Fashion is what you
know what I'm
make
saying?
it.
I'm learning that as I'm getting older. I ain't gonna shit on something because I don't understand it. I'm gonna say it's not for me.
Right.
I thought about trying it. I kind of it was an idea. I'm like, no, just to let me.
Yeah.
I might want to. I might fuck with it. You know what I mean? Just because I'm just that type of person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not with the bags though. I'm not with the purses. Whatever. I'm not with that one.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to West Side Gun too. West Side on the fashion. West Side Gun is crazy.
Oh
with
yeah,
the fashion.
that's another dude.
He's the first person I seen in them denim Ted jeans.
That's
West Side
another
is crazy.
dude. I model everything I do after him.
Yeah, West Side is crazy.
Yeah, he's different.
There's so many niggas who just put that shit on, bro.
Yeah, man.
If I gotta go to Atlanta, we definitely gotta say Pluto. We gotta the GOAT, Future the GOAT.
Yeah, man. Future
Put that shit on
for sure
all the time. I can't forget about Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, Uzi's a pioneer in a lot of shit. Music and fashion,
Yeah.
he's a pioneer in a lot of shit.
It's so many people, bro. It used to me early ages used to be Fab. Fab used to always have that shit.
Yeah, Fab definitely
You know
one
what
of
I'm
those.
saying?
Shout out Brooklyn, he definitely one of
I
those.
can't forget about Dipset.
Oh yeah, that's like GOAT status for
You know
me.
what I mean?
That's
So,
like when you talk fashion.
We could just say New York, bro. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
really just New York.
Yeah.
I mean, just even when you look at fashion now with the whole baggy wave and how that's coming into play now, like that's all.
Stack legs, stack sweats, and
Yeah, you know, fashion.
I'm gonna
is
say
really-
my favorite brand right now because I like what it stands for and how they did it. I'm gonna say Hellstar. I think Hellstar is fucking crazy. I
Yeah,
think it's dope.
they got it locked right now. They
At first, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why is he promoting the devil?" And then I seen an interview, and when
I know
he's like,
what
"My
interview you're
pops
talking
is a minister, this, that, and the third," and I was like, "A band. It's just so much deeper than what I thought it was."
Right.
And the story behind it, how three homies put their stimulus together and popped that shit off is misfire, man.
Yeah,
Once I get the backstory of some shit, I be all day just searching. You know what I mean?
facts.
Like a mad scientist.
definitely
Like,
fact. Yeah, shout out
you
to
put me
Hellstar.
onto the page. Was it Education?
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, if you are into fashion, I just want to tell my people out there, if you are into fashion, please check out that page because it's like an encyclopedia.
I was just about to say that.
for fashion, like. Cause you don't want to get into something and not know the history. That's why I
Yeah.
was telling my young dudes out there, not shitting on y'all, but study the history. You know, if
Yeah.
you getting into the NBA, these young niggas they know AI, they know MJ, they know Akeem Olajuwon, they know the greatness of what came before them. So whether you do music, whether you do fashion, just study what came before you, because it's only gonna make you great. You know.
That's a fact. 100%. Like, and what I'm starting to see on TikTok specifically, a lot of brands are modeling themselves after Hellstar.
Oh yeah,
Everything.
They like the blueprint right now. Like
It's
for
like everything looks like Hellstar. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm like,
my
yo,
god.
if you starting a brand, do your homework, man. It's nothing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna model yourself or anybody, of course. If you're gonna copy, like they said, if you're gonna copy anybody, copy the right people.
Right.
Of course, but don't just straight off rip design off that you seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a little bit more creative.
But
you know what I mean?
But you know what I've noticed? Like just starting and it's the same with music too. It's easier to copy people.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's less work that you got to put in because it's like it's right there already. So all I got to do is make my version. And that's kind of what we're seeing, with the Hellstar shit. It's kind of like they set a crazy blueprint and people just taking it, making it their own,
I seen a post from this other podcaster, but he's a music exec. I want to say, you know who Ray Daniels is?
Oh yeah, he
said some shit the other day that really pissed me off, man.
Talk about it.
So somebody asked him what's more important, the clout or the music, the talent.
I seen that. I seen that.
I was really and I was just like, yo, he was like clout because this, that, and the third, and I was just really disturbed by that. And then like this shit, comments like this remind me of why I don't love this shit no more.
Talk about
Because if you could sit here with a straight face, being in the music industry in your position with all them plaques on your fucking wall,
right,
and say that you saying clout is more important than a nigga with talent,
facts.
this is why this shit sound the way it sounds,
That's
bruh.
a fact.
Like you got a bunch of people saying a bunch of nothing, but they popular on TikTok and Instagram, so let's push them.
Right. And not to cut you off, but you know what's crazy? I had a conversation with a record label executive a couple years ago, remain nameless, and he told me straight up. He was like, this label, we're only signing artists that are in the streets. Like, we only signing because they come with an image already.
Yeah.
They come with everything. People want to see the street shit.
Yeah.
Like what 50 said, America got a thing for this gangster shit. They love me. Like,
yeah.
it's a thing. That's why the drill music is going so crazy. Because it's like, it's something about it the way America's like when you think about, you know, white kids that never been to the hood, not from the hood, they love it. They'll never be involved in it.
Yeah, like a Slim Jesus.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's a scary thing when you see like labels is intentionally promoting this shit.
That's a fact.
So it just kind of and that's why everybody's complaining about the music. Oh, rap music is down. Yeah. Niggas ain't rapping. Niggas trying to get clout.
Yeah, Afrobeat is kicking rap ass.
Oh my God.
And it's fire.
Yeah, and it's real. And you know what another thing too is? They making music about love. Like they making music about
I'm glad we here.
Love.
Bro.
They not shooting, they not selling no drugs in their music. Like
I seen a tweet from 21 or some type of post, and I just was thinking this shit to myself. And he's like, yo, they was like, your R&B niggas don't even sing the girls no more. And he's like, that's because
funny.
y'all hoes.
That's
and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, R&B niggas don't even be begging and pleading no more.
Yeah.
Like what happened in the woo, yeah. Like, ain't none of that
Singing
no
in the
more.
rain, like niggas
Nah, man, ain't none of that shit no more, bro. Like he said, y'all hoes is some hoes. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. It's crazy because now that you said that, I'm thinking about it. Like
think about it. Like who's one of the R&B niggas beside Chris? They're putting on.
The females is talking reckless, and the niggas is emotional now.
And I can't even blame the females because that's like, I'm glad we here too. We on one today.
Yeah.
Niggas have driven females crazy, and I say this because I think it got to a point where we made them believe that they need a fat ass, so they started overly injecting themselves with these bad BBLs, these bad bodies, because it's the attention that they want. I don't care who you are. All females love attention. You know what I'm saying? They love attention. I don't care who you are, right?
That's a fact.
You can beg to differ in the comments if you want. I'm here for a debate.
Right.
But they love attention, so it's like, who gives them the attention?
Right.
Pussy always gonna sell. It's always gonna be
always.
You know what I'm saying? As what you said, pussy is a drug.
Pussy is a drug.
Pussy is a drug. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna sell itself. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
The woman don't gotta put in no real work. Like they got the best thing on earth.
Yeah.
For a heterosexual man, pussy.
Fact. And you know, now that we talking about this, it's funny because during the pandemic, right? So I was living in Florida during the pandemic. This chick that I was messing with is funny. If she see this, she gonna know who I'm talking about. But it's cool. We still cool. But during the pandemic, she had lost her job. She had 2 jobs, so she lost both of them. She down bad. Long story short, she started doing OnlyFans. She make $15K in a month. She don't even go back to her job. She got a taste of that and was like, oh nah, this is what. So like we say, pussy is a drug. It's like, it's so easy for them to, you know, get their shit off because we love women and we gonna pay for it. We gonna pay to look at it. We gonna pay to, like we gonna pay for it.
We're visual creatures, my bad. We're visual creatures. So it's like, we will pay for some shit that makes us, the imagination go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And that's what a lot of females that just don't get it. Like, why y'all? Because we visual. You know what I'm saying? Like it starts in the mind first. Like if you like, you could walk around with a fat ass all day, but if you don't stimulate my mind or just make me feel like, damn, she's sexy, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm at that age now too. I need more than just some good looks. Like
keep it real. And this is no disrespect to my lady. But Coi Leray is probably the baddest.
Beautiful.
In my opinion.
It's a beautiful
If I had to like pick a woman that's bad in the industry, she's the baddest. You dig what I'm saying? Because it ain't even about what she wear or the lack of clothes that she wears sometimes. It's the confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The confidence is
Just
The
even like,
confidence, bro.
I remember when, you know, people was clowning her for her being skinny. She always showing off her body. And she like, I'm going to keep showing it.
Confidence, bro.
I'm going to keep that confidence. Oh, my God.
Hold on. We're going to take a brief intermission.
Yeah, young nigga smooth criminal. Young nigga, yeah. Young nigga smooth criminal. Let's go. Philo, all over.
And just like that, we are back. A little quick little breaky break. You know what I'm saying? I got a question, man. How do you feel about a lot of these women bashing podcasts?
I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I hate it because all it's doing is make us do this. It's just making us go at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like at some point, we got to get tired of that shit. Like I got to a point, like at first, you know, when the Kevin Samuels, when that was kind of like the height of it.
Yeah.
But as time went on, it's just, we just arguing. Like,
That's a fact.
no, we not getting nowhere. And that's the issue. And another thing too is, all of those podcasts, men and women, they all single. And that's the shit. That's the thing about. It's like they all single. So you got single people talking about relationships.
Exactly.
That shit never made sense. Not to say that single people don't know relationships, but it's just we just going back and forth, and it's not getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta find a way to love each other, support each other instead of.
And that's what we put here to do. Like a lot of people forget that we are put on this earth to love.
That's
nothing
it.
more, nothing less.
That's it.
And this is why a lot of the things that we go through, we get punished by. You know, I'm always going, like I said, always talk God on this channel. We get punished because we put here to love, and we do the total opposite.
Total opposite.
You know what I'm saying? Like for all of the people in the streets, I'm not saying that real things don't happen.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, if you and your homies took a different path and looked at life for what it is and not what you see, I guarantee a lot of things wouldn't go the way that it's going.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? I come from the same place as a lot of you niggas, and I ain't do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My pops was a street nigga. My uncle,
Facts.
so many people in my family, and I sat back. Shit, my right hand, OD street nigga. You know what I mean? And I sat back and I observed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
That shit ain't for me. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like we all don't got the same
Like,
story
my nigga,
coming
I'm
from
good.
the.
You
Yeah,
feel
bro.
me?
Some of us just as a kid, we just knew like, yo, it's more for me out here. It's better shit for me out here than just this. I done watched too many niggas ruin their life, lose their life over street shit, you know? And it's like now looking back, it's like that shit was a trap. It's really the street shit
It
is
is a trap.
Gangs, drugs, all that, not to get too political, but all that shit is a trap, bro.
Yeah.
It's a trap. And then when you look at how we go back and forth with each other like men and women, like that's a trap too. That's just a way to keep us against each other instead of cut. Cause you know this America, you know, we come together as black people, they in trouble.
That's
and they
a
know
fact.
that. They know that.
And that's part of the reason why we got so many single parent households where it's like the government, they'll give a woman Section 8 welfare and child support to keep the father out, because it's like, okay, if that dominant male figure is not a part of this equation, we could have our way. We could print, 9 times out of 10 your kid will grow up a little fucked up, mentally unstable, because dad ain't around.
That's a fact.
He don't have that father figure on top. Like I'm probably one of the few that's blessed out of a lot of my homies that actually had their father in their life. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen the difference that it made for me versus some other people. You get what I'm saying? That shit makes a big difference, bro. It does.
Just having that male figure.
Absolutely.
You know, because when you don't, like me, I didn't have my pops in my life, so I had to bump my head a lot. And then it's like having a dad in your life, you might bump your head once or twice and then you good, or you might not bump your head at all because you just got that figure that's gonna punch you in your chest like, yo, listen, we not doing this, we not going for that, this how you talk to women, this how you know. So
that's a fact.
I think
I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
Yeah, talk about it.
Knocked down this chick, right? And she asked me for a pair of shoes after. And I look at my text, I'm like, the fuck? So I told my, God bless, I told my pops about it. He said, I gotta get it. I'm like, what you mean? I ain't no trick.
Word.
So he looks at me, he said, you got the pussy, right? I said, yeah. He goes, "It was good." I said, "It was straight." He said, "You got the $40?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, my nigga, what's $40 to you to get this girl some shoes that she asked for?
Word.
You got that right now in your pockets."
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? He was like, "Yo, only broke niggas complain about shit like that."
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And I had to sit back. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking I'm keeping it P. I'm keeping it player and shit. And Pops is like, nah, that ain't player. That's some such shit. What the fuck is that? Ain't no money.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He's like, see, if she asks you for some bread, like,
Yeah,
that
if
ain't
it's
no
hurting
money.
you, then it's like, alright.
You know what I mean? And it just put, sometimes you need that person to say that to you.
Yeah.
You know, because rap lyrics could kind of get you fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't buying them.
That's a whole nother convo. Rap got niggas thinking it's not cool to take your girl shopping or do certain things for your woman. Like, bro, are you crazy? Like, that's how you keep the woman. That's how you keep her happy.
Man. Like, and another thing in hip hop that me and my homie, shout out to my boy Skull, we always joke about. Rap niggas always gotta fuck on somebody else's bitch. Like,
that shit is crazy.
Never your own girl. Like, I'm fucking another nigga bitch.
Like they made that shit cool.
Like, damn, homie. Like, you don't got your own. Like, I laugh. You know what I mean? Because I've done it, but at the same time, it's like, as you growing, you're like,
you just start peeping on the bullshit. Like, even money
bullshit.
over hoes, money over
It's
bitches,
bullshit.
all that is like, what is money over bitches? Like, what does that even mean? You can't get money and have a woman by your side. Like,
yeah, money over bitches is one of the. I have to say now that I'm up in age, one of the stupidest things I can say I've ever heard. Simply because, women be that foundation, bro. Like, when you got a good woman,
that's a whole podcast combo. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Just the importance of women in your life, bro.
We come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She was a female, but she was that nigga.
That's a fact.
You know, and I say she was that nigga because, me and my brother and sister ain't never want for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom's cooked every day.
Make sure
you know what I
everybody was
mean?
good.
When I started smoking weed, she said, yo, take that shit in your room. Don't go in that staircase and smoke that weed. Like, my mom was just a real nigga. We used to blow it, bust the weed down, blow the weed down, and just have real conversations. It'd be some shit like, why you ain't go to school?
Yeah.
And I would tell her, express to her, she let me express myself. I think that's why I'm so good at expressing myself.
That's
now.
important.
It took me a while. Like, me being an introvert, it took me a while to show that to other people. But with moms, she let me be myself. She knew who I was. She let me express myself. And
that goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
That shit goes a long
what I'm
way.
saying?
Instead of holding your kids and like making them scared of everything or not, like, nah, keep it 100 with your kids. Let them know,
That's
this is the real world. This what really goes on. Because if you hide shit from me, now when I get older and I deal with it, I'm not gonna know how to deal with it.
That's a fact.
I'm not gonna know how to approach a situation. So,
and I make sure I show the importance of having those type of conversations with my son. Like, I make sure he's aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And alert, because I know mad things at his age. You know what I'm saying? Things that a lot that I shouldn't have.
we
seen.
grew up fast.
Like, it was a party. Like, I had the party house too. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah. So you was one of those friends.
Yes,
Like, oh yeah,
man.
we going to Melly crib.
For sure. I could bring about 15 niggas in. They all gonna have a crazy story about my crib.
Facts.
Like, bro, it's so crazy. When I moved to Texas, my crib was still full of my homies, bro. That's how cool my mom's was. Like, my homies still came through.
That's
and the same. Like, I wasn't even there. You know what I mean? I think and that's that's why I say they're my brothers, because we really been through things. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to build good relationships and friendships too, man. If you got real solid friends, you gotta keep those friends, man, because life be life, and then we all separate and we get older and shit, but those bonds is forever.
That's a fact. So you got like long lasting friendships, like,
Bro, I had the same friends since I was 15 years old.
That's real shit. Cause you don't see that. Like, that's
Since
super
I was 15
rare.
years old. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
super rare.
I had the same it's the same crew. We all got fucking ABM tatted right here.
Word.
Well, I had the same friends since I was 15.
That's fine.
That ass, bro. You know what I mean?
That's a blessing. That's super a blessing.
For real though.
Man.
And I would say everybody's good. Everybody got good jobs. Thank God ain't nobody locked up.
And that's even better when everybody doing good.
So just seeing that, like, I'll tell you a crazy story. I don't know if I said this before on my pod. If I did, I'm gonna tell her again. I wanted to become blood. And my brother was like, yo, if you could tell me how much money we getting off becoming blood, I'll become blood with you. And yo, I was dumbfounded. Right? I'm like, He's like, exactly, nigga. We work at Wendy's. We gonna go to work, nigga.
Facts.
Get these checks. And fuck these bitches like how we be doing. That's what we do.
Word.
But that's not what we do. You know what I mean?
That's
and
a fact.
every time I always remind them every so often, yo, thank you.
Word.
You know what I mean? Thank you, bro.
A lot of niggas don't have that.
I was influenced, but I just I thought the red rag was cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit fire. Everybody I thought it was the shit. And then as I got older, and I'm not shout out to the down moves. I'm not disrespecting the set and nothing like that, but I just started to look at life a lot different.
Yeah.
And see where it got a lot of these people, and a lot of them did that because they didn't have that fatherhood or that brotherhood at home.
That's a fact. Nigga, they was looking for that in the streets.
They was looking for that love in the streets. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you see, like I said, you really gotta appreciate your friends. You know what I'm saying? Not to be all sentimental and shit, but shout out to the guys.
Nah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And it's funny though, because I have a couple friends that I've known for a long time, but everybody around me now is people I've met just along the way, like in the past couple years. And I think about it a lot, but it's one of those things where I'm okay with it, because I felt like I met people that I could grow with. Sometimes you could know a nigga for a long time, but you might not grow with him. Like, he doing this, you doing this, and it's like you could look at your friends and tell, like, all right, if you keep going down this way, ain't really much success for you, ain't really nothing good coming out of going this way. So for me, it's like, I just want to surround myself around people that want to do good, that want to win, that want to better themselves. And
that's a fact.
I never really been afforded those long time friends, but the bonds that I have now, I appreciate them, and I don't take them for granted at all.
Nah,
because anybody that want to see you win, like, you gotta.
And the crazy shit is like how we met. We first of all, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We know each other from Instagram.
You
know what I'm saying? And just being like-minded individuals.
Right.
Like, I like your shit. I like your shit. Yo, let's collab. Because remember when you hit me, you was just like, yo, I'm gonna bring you the hat. I'm like, yo, bring it to me. You know what I mean? Like, chop it up with me. He was like, you know what? I ain't want to ask. I'm like, nah, bro.
Facts.
I'm the coolest nigga in the fucking world,
That's
man.
a
Like,
fact.
I know good energy when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I know fuck niggas when I see them too.
Yeah.
I know opportunists when I see them, and I definitely didn't get that vibe from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and that happens too with social media. You
sure.
can meet somebody on social media and they become a lifetime friend. Just that's what the internet is for. The internet is not only for drama. It's for connections. It's to meet people.
That's a fact.
That's into the same shit that you went to. So and
Absolutely.
And it's funny because some of the people
It's a tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, so I've created bonds off of Instagram, or just let's link up, let's shoot, and then oh shit, we into the same shit, and then from there it's like, damn, I got a friend and a partner. So
that's a fact.
It happens like that.
Hell yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Shout out to Instagram, man. That's the beautiful thing about the and that's what it's for, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's really what it's for.
It's not for you to go live with your gun.
Yeah,
it's not for you.
We use it for so much.
It's not for you to do the little ratchet fuck. And I like the foolery too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we love the fuck shit.
But it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
We better than this, man. Like,
Facts.
we better than this. And I think once we realize that, which we probably never will.
Yeah.
Not to get too preachy and shit, but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
How you came up with the name Last Chance?
Shout out to my pops. My pops actually gave me that name while he was doing the bid. He was doing like an 8-year bid, and he called me from jail and was like, yo, I got 2 names for you. Because my middle name is actually Chance. For those that don't know,
That's what's up.
My middle name is Chance, and I never had a rap name. Like, it was never, I was so into the music that I'm not sitting around thinking about a rap name.
Yeah.
So, because most people, they rap name is really their nickname from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never really had a nickname. It was just always Chance. So my pops just called me one day. It was like, yo, I got one chance and I got last chance. You pick one. And I just picked Last Chance, and I just kept going, it's my middle name, so it's not it's not like a persona or like a character. It's just who I am, so
I went through probably about 3 or 4 rap names.
Yeah.
I was J Slugs the General, then I was Sluggerman, then I went my Black Poppy phase, and then I wanted something that was like me for real.
Yeah.
So my godmother, they used to call me Mel Mac when I was a kid.
Word.
And I just flipped it around, and that's how I got Mac Melly. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I kind of just stuck with it. I'm like, that says me. I always been the ladies man, the lover boy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just into the music, the fashion. I'm like, Mac Melly just sounds player.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I stuck with that.
Word. I wanna ask you though, what?
Yeah.
So you said you lived in Texas.
Yeah.
Now I always hear good things about Texas. Two main things: the food and the women.
Yeah.
So I wanna ask, like how is it out there as far as just the culture, like the fashion scene and just everything, like, you know.
So I moved out there in 2009 actually.
Word. And what part was you
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, okay.
So crazy story. My next door neighbor ended up becoming famous.
Word.
His name is he's doing a bid right now, 10-year bid. But he was actually about to be one of the first artists on QC, the label.
That's crazy.
His name is Go Yayo. Look him up when you get a
I
chance.
know. I know. Go.
That was my next door neighbor.
That's
dog.
crazy. It's a small world.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a small
crazy.
world.
So
He's from Texas.
He's from Texas.
Word.
Let me show you how I met him. This is my second day here, bro. Right? I just moved. I flew in the day before.
Yeah.
My pops, stepmoms go to work. I'm in the crib, dolly. I peek outside my blinds because I heard commotion. They whooping on a nigga on my yard, on my lawn. So I open the door.
Yeah, like, what's
my
going
bad,
on?
bro. But he whooping a nigga. You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, dude had said something slick to his sister, some shit. He was doing what he's supposed to do. So, like, when people be like, you know, when I used to see little shit on the internet, I'm like, nah, dog like that.
Yeah.
That's him. Like, that ain't no facade. That ain't no image. Like, he homie like that. He been like that. And, you know, Shorty was solid. He was always a solid individual kid. He used to tell me he could rap, but I ain't, you know, when you're a little older, you don't really take niggas serious.
Yeah.
And not that I regret it. I was just like, no, I didn't know he was that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I just don't know. I'm like, I'll take him to the studio one day. I never did.
Right.
And I moved. I came back to New York, and he's Go Yayo. And
It's crazy.
yes, man, fucking crazy. Free him. That tape, the countdown is. I blasted it the other day. The evolution. He just keep growing. Even in jail, he got one of the hardest tapes out.
Word.
It's crazy. You know what I mean?
It's a
Like, just
blessing that he
like
kept
that.
going though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, free my brother though, man. Free little bro. You know what I mean? But so to answer, I think I got off track. To answer your question, Texas is very beautiful. I must say, around the time when I lived out there, I worked at Home Depot, and then I worked at Walmart Distribution Center.
Okay.
For me, I lived in kind of like a suburb area a little bit, so and wasn't really like much drama going on. I used to go to the mall.
It was calm. Like,
Yeah, it's called. I was one of the early YouTubers before YouTube was a crazy phenomenon.
Word.
I wish I stuck with it. I had no idea what it's become.
Oh my
because
God.
I would have like my homeboy that worked with me for my job follow me around with the camera. Anyway,
Oh,
I go
yeah.
shopping at the mall. He following me.
Oh yeah, you was ahead of your time for sure.
Because I used to watch Wiz Khalifa do the day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
So like I said, I really modeled myself after certain artists and shit, just learning.
Facts.
And I was on it early. I just didn't know it was gonna be what it is. And I would vlog very early. So it was dope, man. You know what I mean? Like I got nothing bad to say about Texas. It's just I feel like if at the time, if I was where I'm at now, I would love to live there now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, would you go back like one day? Like,
Nah. Not. And it's because my pops passed.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, because of the situation I had with my pops, I kind of got a little grudge against it. But if you settling down, you got children, you know, you trying to get married, that is the perfect place for you to settle down.
Yeah.
Man. It's very peaceful. You know what I mean? I know it's probably different now because the music scene and everything is a little different, but around that time it was definitely a peaceful place to live.
Word.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog Joe Fresh and shit because he be tuning in to the podcast.
Word.
But yeah, Texas was dope. What was Florida like?
Man, Florida's beautiful.
That's what's up.
Florida's beautiful. So I lived in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. Shout out
Fire.
Broward County. That's where I made my name. That's where I started doing shows. That's when I really became an artist. Cause like I said, I moved to Florida when I was like 13, 14. So I was rapping before I moved to Florida, but when I got out there, I started taking it serious. I started going to the studio. I started meeting like-minded people, and it took me a minute to get used to it. I'm not going, cause you know, moving at that young age,
Yeah.
you stubborn, you know, you leaving hometown, so you kind of just feel like, damn, like I don't want to be here. You just got a bad attitude towards everything.
I was like that for 6 months.
Yeah, and it took me a minute for me to start getting friends and wanting to go out and start just being social. But once I started doing that, you know, Florida was a beautiful place. Like once I started just moving around, going to events, going to parties, you know, Miami. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm in Miami for no reason. Like I'm just out there, you know what I'm saying? And
that's what's up.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I love Florida. I definitely would move back one day, but yeah, Florida's like my second home, man. It's like my second home, man.
So what you got coming up?
Man, I'm working on a lot of shit, man. So I'm working on this next collection right now. This next Art Love War collection is super special to me just cause I had this brand for about 6 months now, and just to see the trajectory, to see where it's going, you know, it's just giving me confidence to just keep putting shit out, you know. So right now I'm just working on content, putting out content, and my next collections, and just getting better at being a brand owner. That's one of the things I'm really working on this year, is being a better brand owner. Because you know, from coming from being an artist, it's like you don't know business. You got to really teach yourself this shit.
That's a fact.
You know, I'm just really working on being a better brand owner, getting out in the street too, because we get caught up in.
I got to work on that because I'm such a homebody.
Yeah, you know.
I'm really working hard to breaking out of my introverted shell.
It's hard. It's a process. It's a whole like we was talking about in the DMs. Like it's a process just to be around people. Like you got to prepare yourself to like.
That's a fact.
Be in social events and shit. But once you break that, it feels good. Like it feels amazing.
Nah, dope. You plan on doing any pop-ups?
Yeah, so I'm actually.
I'm gonna take it real with you. You will make a killing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This shit's hard. I can't stop looking at the. I ain't even looking at me when I'm looking on the monitor. I'm looking at this damn hat.
Nah, facts. But
shout out to my brother Daffy, and I mean I had to. You know, we represent him cross-branded today.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the small brand owners. Shout out to all the independent brand owners, because we all we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if it's black on, put that shit. Nigga.
Put that shit on.
If it's black on, put that shit on, nigga.
Put it on,
what are
man.
you doing? If it's black on, wear that. What are you? Why? Why would you want to wear somebody else shit, bro? You got two young black entrepreneurs right here in front of you. Support the brand.
We gotta support each other, man.
Let me show you. The internet is fiction, goddammit.
Gotta support each other, man.
You know what I'm saying? The internet is fiction. You feel me? Support your friends. Make sure you get one of them support your friends hoodies. The streets is on fire. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Stop playing.
That's a fact.
What would you say to your younger self?
Oh man. Be patient. Be patient and just keep going. Like that's the number one thing I say to my younger self is keep going. Don't look to your left, don't look to your right. Just keep going. Like, you know, we all gonna get sidetracked. We all gonna have obstacles, but keep going. Like I made a post about this before where it's like on this journey I done seen so many people just drop off. Just, you know, because you know, as you keep going, you just see people drop off. Whether it's kids, whether it's bills, whether it's jail, whether it's just life is fucking me up and I just don't believe in myself no more.
That's
like,
a fact. We all been there.
Yeah, you know, so I would tell my younger self, keep going. Because at the end of the day, you can't avoid obstacles. You can't avoid certain shit. You just got to get through it.
Absolutely. And when you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now? Honestly, man, it's funny because I tell people, like, 10 years from now, people won't even remember Art Love War for clothing. You know, just because the ideas and the things that I want to do with my brand, just as far as content creation, giving other people opportunities, like that's the biggest part for me, is building this, not only building this brand to sell clothes or to make money, but providing opportunity. Because, you know, us as creatives, like I said, we all we got. So if we don't help each other, the big corporations, they not going to help us. They just trying to take from us.
They're trying to take from us, yeah.
So we got to help each other. You know, we got to, if you got some information that can help me, not bump my head, why not give it to me? You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a gatekeeper.
Don't be a gatekeeper. That shit corny.
Shit lame, bro.
It's corny. You know, helping somebody else, it don't never take nothing away from you. You know? Like one of the dudes I always look at is Hove. Like he talked about this before a couple years ago where he was just like, you know, I am who I am because of the people I help. Like when you look at his family tree, the people he's helped, like that's what really makes you a legend.
And he's right, because they all became billionaires just like him.
Right. And now when he goes sit at a table and it's like, yo, look, Kanye, Rihanna, J. Cole,
LeBron,
like,
he's naming it.
You know,
like,
I could show like this is what I'm responsible of, not in a negative way, but just like I gave you a bone and you ran with it. So I want to do that for my creatives. You know, I want people to be like, yo, I'm doing this because of I met him at this event or whatever. So, you know, I just want to build a community and keep the shit going, you know.
That's what's up, bro. Sure. Yeah, man. Great having you, man. Definitely pull back up.
Oh yeah, we got to run it back.
Appreciate the energy. And that was definitely dope conversation amongst two young black men. And yo, bro, I'm gonna keep winning. I wish you well.
For sure, bro. And we got more on the way too. Y'all gonna see more of us for sure.
Nah, for sure.
Y'all gonna see
definitely.
more of us.
Good. Glad you pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro.
This kind of sets the tone for the year type shit, and I'm excited to see everything that you got coming moving forward. You know
Definitely, man. And to you too, you and your fan base, you know, I appreciate y'all for allowing me in y'all space. Shout out my God for having me on. Can't wait to see all the dope shit that he's working on. And like I said, man, 2024, we sticking together, we working together, and we gonna get this bag together. That's it. Don't nothing else matter.
And that's all I got for y'all for this episode, man. Internet is Fiction, episode 16. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And y'all all tap in, man. We out of here.
We out.